What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NYPrepper. It's February 1st, 2024. I'm out here at my favorite elk watching spot in north central Pennsylvania. Snow has melted off. We have an unusual warming spell this year. It got up to the 40s, even 50 in many areas. So all the snow melted off and a lot of elk are coming out now. Got this massive herd of elk here. Check this out. There's like 100 elk here. See if the camera can focus. It's a little bit hard for it to focus because it's dark. Got a bull down there. Got like 5 or 6 elk right there. Check that out. Just so many elk. Look at that. Massive herd of elk. Wow. It's like being in a safari, a savannah somewhere. Look at this big herd. There's probably about 100 of them here. That's absolutely insane. They like to come out in big herds like this in the spring. And also in the fall, when food is more scarce, they herd up like this. In the summer, they break up into smaller herds, like herds of 5 or 10, and then they reunite into a giant herd in the fall through the spring. They usually start to split up around May or June. But look at all those elk. It's just insane. Maybe we're going to see a bull. Some monster bulls in this area, as you guys probably know if you've watched a lot of my videos. So I'm going to try to drive up closer. I got the trail boss, so we'll be able to get in closer and get a closer shot. But these elk are probably just, I don't know, 200-300 yards away, very close. Look at that, guys. It's insane. So the elk population here in PA is thriving. Absolutely thriving, which will provide recreation for a lot of people in the form of elk watching and even elk hunting for generations to come. This is the only place in the Northeast that has elk. Otherwise, you got to go to the Smoky Mountains or eastern Kentucky, or you got to go to northern Michigan or the northern Great Lakes to see some elk. There's been world records here taken with bow and also with rifle. Monster bull elk here. Look at all these elk. It's absolutely insane. Just so many elk here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Got some more back there. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, and there's more behind that bush. So I'm going to say probably like 80 to 100 elk here. Look at that. It's just ridiculous, guys. Absolutely crazy. These elk are just so ginormous in person. The camera doesn't do justice, but when you're standing out here, man, you feel so tiny. You feel like a little ant compared to these things, because even the females are like 600 pounds or more even. even. You know, a female elk is giant. There's more elk behind that bush. Got a young bull there. This is actually an elk refuge. It's a reclaimed coal mine. So the elk are pretty tame here. You can get quite close. People come here to watch them. So they're used to people. They're not like the wild elk out in the wilderness. Even just driving like 15 minutes away in the wild areas, elk are a lot more timid and they get flustered more easily. These elk are like basically half domesticated. Look at that cow, how big she is. Look how muscular she is. There's a younger cow. Bunch of elk in the back over there. But it's in the low 40s right now, so they're just having a field day here. All this grass, snow is melted, it's not cold, it's not windy. So they're just having an absolute field day here. Real easy winter for them. And the harvest last year for elk hunting, only 118 elk were taken by hunters, which is lower than the last 2 years. 2 years prior they harvested like 175, almost 200. So the elk harvest dropped just a little bit, but they also reduced the number of permits. They dropped the number of permits by like 50 because they want to keep the population robust. So officially the state says like, I don't know, 2,000 or 1,000, I don't know, but I think there's a lot more than that. I mean, we have 100 right here almost, and that's just one spot. There's dozens and dozens of places like this in this area. Each one probably has 2 or 3 herds like this, so you know, do the math. My guess is there's probably a couple thousand elk in Pennsylvania. I would say 3,000 to 5,000, maybe 5,000. There's another one back there. I'm waiting for a big bull to show up, but they're not showing up for some reason. The bulls just disappeared, unless they were harvested. Nice healthy herd here. They all look very healthy. There's no chronic wasting disease here, thank God. There is some chronic wasting disease in PA, but it's limited to the southwestern part of the state. And so far the elk haven't really migrated that far. So as long as they stay up in the northern part of the state, they should be okay. Otherwise they might bring stuff back to the main herd, which is right here. Got a cow there with her calf. Lots of calves here, but even the females are just so giant. Look how big their bodies are. They're just so muscular. They just look giant in person. They look like, you know, Jurassic Park or something. Like you're in Africa, surrounded by wildebeests or buffalo. There's actually like another 50 elk over here, which I didn't see before. Look at this, guys. It's total, I would say, over 100 elk easily. Look at that, guys. Just so many elk. Just a wall of elk. Probably like 125 elk in this area, I would say. Wow, it's insane. Look how close we are. Literally like 25 yards away from this cow. I'm just so used to people here because they watch them all the time. You can see they have their thick winter coat. This winter has been real easy for them. Last winter as well. My fear is next winter is going to be real harsh, because we got off easy the last 2 winters. This winter and last winter. I think we got like 200 elk here. Look, we got this herd here, the second little herd, is part of the main herd. We got more down there. Look at this. Absolutely crazy. Just so many elk. It's just insane. Look how close we are. Absolutely crazy. Look at that mane that she has around her neck. It's like a lion mane. It's pretty crazy. There's an older calf, probably with her mom right there. Yeah, that's her mom right there. All the grass for them here. Here's the second herd. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 or more back there. Got a whole bunch back there. Look. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Man, there's so many here, it's insane. We're on the back of the first herd now. Look at all these freaking elk. Insane. So we're on the back side before we were on the front. We're on the opposite side now. So we're opposite from where I was in the beginning. And then that second herd is behind us, next to this one. Wow. So here's the second herd, probably about 50 there. And we got one cow drinking water here from a puddle, look at that. And then we have the first herd that we saw over here. That counted about 80 or so, maybe more. So probably almost 150 elk here today. That's insane, guys.